Hi, I'm Steph Eardley, freelance dressage trainer and rider, and today I'm going to give you some top tips on how to warm up at the show. Now obviously the most important thing is that we do know which test we're doing and that we've learnt it and practiced it, so that when you get to the show it's very familiar to you. The other thing you need to do is you need to work out what sort of exercises make your horse go best. So this involves a bit of planning at home and also a little bit of timing. So if you know that it takes 10 minutes before your horse is feeling supple on both reins, you'll have to allow for that in your show warm-up. So I would normally warm up, ride my horse normally at home, school him nicely at home, get him going as well as I want him to go. But I will note the time it's taken me to do this. So that when I get to the show, I need to ride him for a very similar amount of time. Obviously we don't want to overwork our horses, so you need to really think about having a sort of 30 to 40 minute warm-up if you're doing one test. And then don't forget, if you're doing a second test, you won't want to warm up for the same amount of time. So if you're a bit worried about this, you might need to actually do a mock show at home where you would warm up, ride a test, have a break, have another warm-up and then ride a test again, just to see how you feel, how your horse feels. So you could alter the timing. You might need only 10 minutes warm-up for your second test, or you might need 20 minutes. Okay, but if it's your first show, it might be important to have ridden somewhere else before. If your horse isn't used to riding with other horses, remember you've got to go in the warm-up and maybe ride with other people. So it's important that you actually know the school rules as well, and know that you need to pass left to left and give way to people on the track if you're walking. So let's assume that you've taken your horse to maybe a couple of friends' yards and got them used to riding with other horses, so that it's not going to be a stressful experience for you. And when you get to the show, you need to be as calm as possible. So it's definitely a good idea to arrive early. I always allow an extra hour onto my journey. I always try and get there maybe with an hour before and an extra hour, because you never know, traffic and everything these days could delay you getting there. So you've allowed enough time to get there. This also then gives you time to find out where you're riding, and maybe if you're lucky, watch a couple of people ride the test. That might help you visualise and remember where you're going. If you don't like doing that, that's fine. You can then spend some time maybe having a cup of tea or just having a bit of quiet time up at your lorry or trailer, or maybe just with your horse. Okay, so don't forget you're allowed to wear your neck strap and your boots bandages in the warm-up. You don't have to warm up with your jacket on if it's hot. You can put it on just before you go in if you've got someone who will help you and pass it to you. But before you go in for the test though, don't forget the boots and bandages have to come off. And if you're riding at a level higher than the preliminary, you also need to take your neck strap off. And remember, the aim of the day is to actually go and have fun and enjoy what you're doing.